All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me in my giveaway and live Q&A. For those of you who are here, if you haven't been on my channel before, I know some of you guys are new because we had a lot of subscribers happen last month. My name is the Tarot Alchemist. I am a tarot reader. I do general, love, all kind of readings. If you're new to the channel, and I know a lot of you just recently subscribed, for those who have been my OGs, who have been there from day one when I had like maybe 10 people, thank you so much for being loyal subscribers and joining me in my channel. And you have been a part of this growth and a part of this change. I see some of you guys are coming in on the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining in. So today, I wanted to do this live because I wanted to celebrate finally reaching 10K. It's been less than a year, but I'm so glad for the growth, and I'm just looking forward to having all of you here on the channel. So we might have a few surprises. We'll see. So I also did the giveaway. Thank you all for those of you who entered. I will be announcing the winner at some point during this live, if you're catching it live stream. But, oh, thank you, Navisha. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunny, for joining. Thank you so much for joining my channel. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, and I'll let you guys pick. I'll let you guys pick first. Do you guys want me to do a general reading first, or do you want me to do a Q&A first? So I'm going to see what happens in the comment section. Comment down below if you guys want me to do a general reading or a Q&A first. Well, I get a card here. For those of you who entered the giveaway, thank you so much. You guys are going to win a Oracle deck, which I will be revealing, and a free 15-minute personal video recorded reading with me on your personal situation. Comment down below if you want me. You know what? I'm just going to go into the Q&A first because I don't see any comments yet. Okay, so I have my phone on here. I'm going to read the questions. A lot of you submitted, so I'm going to read the most interesting ones. So all right, so I'm going to do some of the Q&A questions, do a general read, and then come back to the rest of the Q&A. Announce who the winners are, and then come back to the rest of the Q&A. If any of you actually are interested in doing a live reading with me live on air, I'm going to drop the link below in the chat to do the live reading on me. You're going to be on the screen. The only rule, though, is I don't want anybody hiding behind an emoji. We have to see your face. Okay, you have to be on camera. So that's the only rule I'll have. I'm going to drop the link to invite in the chat, and we can do a live read as well, and see if I can pin it. So the link is in the chat if you want to join me live. Okay, so first question. How long have you been a reader for? So I've been reading, oh my God. So I purchased my first deck of Oracle and Tarot cards in 2014. So that's 7 years ago. I took it up reading and practicing on myself at that point. I started professionally reading people around 2017. So it's been about 4 years. It has been a natural progression. What I did first was use it more for myself as a tool for like self-improvement and practicing my intuition. And then I started doing friends and family, and then people start coming to me for it. And then it grew from there. So it was like a natural progression. I didn't just wake up one day and was like, oh, I'm just going to read all these people. All right. Hi, for those of you who are coming in. Thank you guys so much. The next question we have, how did you learn tarot? And I think, Navisha, I think you sent this question. Tarot was something very intuitive for me. I never grew up with tarot around or even understanding what that was until like when I was like 24, 25. And how did I get into it? I just really, one of my friends took me to one of those like metaphysical boho shops where they're like incense and all those type of things. And I got a reading from someone. And I decided to get one of the Oracle decks because I feel like the Oracle decks are one of the easiest to start with. And I like the messages on them. I wasn't even planning on being a reader. And I just kept with it. But I noticed when I would use them, I was like, wow, these messages are actually really pertaining to what's going on in my life at the time, or the question that I started out with, or whatever the case may be. So I kept up with it. But what really had me really start diving into reading was around 2016. I was planning to move home back to Florida. And I was just like, I wonder how that transition is going to be. And I pulled some cards that showed me that things were going to be crazy, but I didn't believe it because I'm like, no, I'm moving back to my family. Things are going to be fine, whatever. Literally within 3 months, everything the cards said played out. And I was like, oh, there's something to this. This is not, just for fun or this is like for real. This is actually really talking about what will happen or what's going on in your life. So that's when I started, how I learned. I feel like I got a book. And, the books will have the basic meanings and stuff like that. But what really gets you into reading is it's a tool for your own intuition, because as you go as a reader, you will start to make certain associations for certain things with cards. And it's really just an extension of your own intuition. I think in the beginning, everybody, knows the basic meanings of what certain cards mean. But the really good readers, the ones that you're seeing on YouTube or elsewhere, has really move beyond the basic meanings of the cards, and you're using it as your own extension of your intuition. You start to build a relationship with your cards over time. What was your first tarot deck? My first tarot deck was the classic Rider-Waite deck, and I still have it. My first Oracle deck, I think it's called, it's by John Holland, the Earth Magic deck. Nikki R said, do you have any affirmations that you live by? I don't know if I will call them affirmations, but what I will say is I do have certain tenets that I live by. And the most important one for me is to be true to myself, love myself, and put myself above anyone, anything, and anything going on in the world. Self-care and happiness is like number one for me. So I see some questions in the chat. What's your zodiac sign? So my zodiac sign is, I'm an Aries sun. I'm wearing red today too, so isn't that interesting? But I'm an Aries sun, and my birthday just passed. My birthday is March 21st. So I'm an Aries on the first day. I am quintessential Aries woman. If you probably look up what it says an Aries woman is like, it will probably hit the nail on the head. Do you identify with any spiritual background or group? No. And we can discuss spirituality and that whole realm, because I was searching for a while, and I've studied different spiritual practices, from religion to different spiritual cultures, all of that. And I just came to where I'm at today, which is I just follow the spirit of Athena, and that's it. The spirit of Athena, whatever me and my spirit agree, what my belief system are, what feels good and natural and to me. So I don't identify with any specific spiritual group or religion or even spirituality. It's kind of like I identify with certain things from probably all groups, to be honest with you. What's your favorite hobbies? We have... Okay, so what my favorite hobby? All right, guys, I got like a million hobbies, and I will drop the link down below. Also, if anybody wants to come with me live, but you have to show your face. You can't just hide behind no avatar. You have to show the camera, right? But I will do a live free personal reading if you're willing to come on live now. So if you're willing to come on live, I will do a personal reading with you. I'm going to drop it in the chat and see from there. Okay, so What's your favorite hobbies? I have a million hobbies. Obviously, I'm doing tarot, but tarot started out as a hobby, but it's hobby/business now. I do art. I'm learning the guitar. I do sound bowl healing, alchemy, energy healing. I'm an energy healer as well. I'm gardening now. I have a million hobbies. And this will be, I'll pick up the Q&A. This will be the last questions before we take a break. I'm going to go into a general reading for everyone and then pick up after that, announce who the winners are, and then continue with the Q&A and see if anybody wants to come on with me live. Okay. Anything? What is your favorite color? What is your worst habit? And what's your favorite season? My favorite color is blue. Is it my worst habit? What is my worst habit? I don't know if it's my worst habit. What is my worst habit? I don't know. What is my worst? I could easily mess up things. Like, it's hard to keep things tidy in place all the time because I'm doing so much. But I don't think that's like a worst habit or anything. I don't drink like that. I don't smoke. I'm very, I don't need a lot. I don't have vices or stuff like that. My favorite season is spring, which is right now. And we will, if anybody wants to join me live, I'll drop the link again. You get a free reading now. I'll drop it again. But now we're going to go into a free, which is all free, a general reading to see what's going to happen with you guys in your life. Hold on. All right, let's see what's coming up for love for some of you. For everyone who's in the chat now, and for those of you who will be in the chat in the future. Which card I've been using for love lately? Let me use this deck. What's coming up for love? For all of us, a collective love reading. Okay. So for love, a lot of us are being encouraged to date, okay? So a lot of you in the chat are single and have put yourself on the shelf for a long time, okay? Because you have taken out the trash, okay? You're taking out people, places, things, and situations that no longer serve you. So some of you may have been coming out of a past situation with an ex, okay, that didn't work out. Or maybe you're even in transition with work or just dealing with people. I think quarantine has been a great time for a lot of you to really, really assess what is important for you. And you've taken out the trash, all right? You've taken out the trash. There is someone that even though you've kind of moved on from this person and you're kind of open to dating now or open up your dating world, there is someone, probably an ex or someone from your past, maybe even a secret admirer for some of you that has a lot of hidden feelings for you. So much so there's a lot unsaid. All right, there's a lot unsaid. You guys have someone who has withheld feelings or emotions about you and them, right? Because you found out that this was a frustrating situation for you, waiting on this person to be what you needed or wanted, and they would self-sabotage the situation, right? What else? Yep. So you've put them in the friend zone. All right. Or some of you are still exes with friends with your exes, all right? But someone is hiding something or teasing you. So this person could have been a tease. They could have been dangling a little carrot in front of you. But I feel like, you know, a lot of you are now focused on what it is you truly want or figuring out what kind of relationship you want. And you've determined that that's not where it resides for you. Now let me take a look at what's going on in love. Listen, well, I'm into BDSM, so I've got a person or two or three or four. Listen, if that works for you, you keep a nice little rotation, huh? Do the other people know about each other? And do any of them ever get upset that you have them in a rotation? As it pertains to work, a lot of you are being encouraged to be your own boss right now and to stay away from catty coworkers that don't wish you well. I feel like a lot of you might be tired of dealing with the workplace politics at this point in time. So you're being encouraged to be your own boss. What else? We also have stop being cheap. So some of you need to spend some money, okay, on the things that matter and not try to skimp on quality when it comes to your purchases. And some of you will also be applying for a new job in this summer. So that is it for the career front. What I do want to do, let me see. We're going to end with some general oracle messages, and then I'm going to announce who the winner of the giveaway. Yes, I'm on point. You guys like that general reading? What? What was on point for you? Was it the love part or the work part? Let me know. Let me know. So the two cards that popped up immediately for the general life portion of the reading, we have patience and forgiveness. Okay, patience and forgiveness. And what I'm getting from that is, I feel like with the patience, I feel like and a lot of you, I feel like that message is really saying having more patience with yourself. I think a lot of you have gone through some rough situations in your career, in your relationships. And while you have been struggling to even forgive the person, right, or to move on, I feel like the hardest part of that situation is to forgive ourselves, because I feel like we spend a lot of time blaming ourselves for what happened. And I feel like that is the most difficult part, because sometimes you even forgive the other person, but you're still stuck on beating yourself up and putting yourself up in a bad situation. So just Spirit is advising you to have patience with yourself, to have patience with as you pivot, as you move forward, and be diligent in what you set out for yourself in the future. So I know going through that experience was rough for you, right? It was a rough experience. But now, because you went through that, you set new goals, you set new intentions, you decided that these were the new things that you wanted for your life. But to make that change is hard. So Spirit is reminding you to be diligent in what you promised to yourself about making that change. Last card. Because you don't understand your full power. Okay, we have power here, and some of you are coming to know and understand what your power is. And when you step into your own power, when you step into your truth, when you step into what you are doing for you, there's going to be a lot of change, inner and outer. There's going to be a lot of change inside. You're going to have to, which may be uncomfortable, but especially as you change, and the people around you, because when you stand more in your power, more in your truth, other people around you either get scared or they don't like it, because especially the ones who were taking advantage of you or who were, benefiting off you being weaker than what you're standing in now, they're not going to like it. And there's going to be resistance to that. There's going to be resistance outside, and there's going to be inner resistance and conflict within yourself. So at that point, Spirit is still just reminding you to be patient and diligent as you ease and you transition through these changes, because they're necessary for you to stand in your truth and stand in your own power and your own strength. Okay. So we're going to start. Okay, so for the giveaway, we had a bunch of people put in entries. I put in a random generator to generate the number of the entry. And the winner of the giveaway is number 31, which is... Who's number 31? Shaquila Hart. Okay, so Shaquila, if you're not watching this live, okay, check the link in the description box. I will have my email address that you can email, and I'll reach out to you via your email as well. So Shaquila, you are going to be winning a free 15-minute video recorded reading from me on whatever the topics of your choosing. And you are also going to be winning the Moonology Oracle deck. And at first I was going to give like a traditional tarot card deck, but I like the Moonology deck because anybody, you don't have to be a professional reader to use them. And they're easy to use. They're usually a good oracle deck to start with, and they have great little messages like luck is on your side and stuff like that on your messages. And it gives you, it's like a great oracle guidance deck, and I feel like it always has great messages. So that is what you are winning, and a reading with me. Now, Shaquila doesn't have to be the only winner today. All right, I'm going to drop it one more time in the chat. Okay, if you want to join me live and get a live personal reading right now, there is the link in the chat. I wonder if I can link this in... No, I can't do YouTube. But that will be linked in the chat. And you can join me live there right from your phone. And we can do a reading right now. So I'm going to see if anyone, because it will pop up on the screen, I will see if anyone wants to take me up on that offer. In the meantime, I'm going to continue with the Q&A. Okay. All right. Some of these readings, some of these questions y'all sent in. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. All right. So we have someone wanting to do the reading. Hi. How are you?
Hello. Hello.
How are you? Thank you for asking the questions in the chat. So are you like a new subscriber, or how long you been following me for?
I am new, and I'm enjoying what I'm hearing, and just thought that I would take a chance.
Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, so what do you want a reading on? Do you want it on your love lives, or do you want it on your personal, or what you want? What's the juice? Love? Okay, all right. Is there any particular person, or you just want a general?
General.
Okay.
I mean, I'm particular, but I'm too.
I feel like you want a particular person, but we're gonna see what pops up. Okay, so all right. Who knows, if this goes well, I might make this a part of the series, like Red Live, you know. Let's see. And you're my first like live stream reading in person, by the way.
Oh, really? This is my
yes. This is the first time I've ever done this live. I usually do them, you know, one-on-one or
right.
You know, whatever. So the first card that popped up for you were the Four of Cups. And that represents being unsatisfied with a current situation, not really being fully happy, not really having fully getting your needs met, contemplating if whether or not, you know, you need to stay or if you need to go or what your next steps are type of thing. We have Nine of Cups because you're really focused on being happy and your personal happiness. Now, I feel like you think that there are aspects to that person or that relationship. If they were only to fix certain things, then it could be perfect. But it's not right now. So you're contemplating if it's worth staying for or figuring it out. I'm like, yeah. I'm good, y'all. I told y'all.
Yeah,
y'all should have took up the offer to join the line. Now the line's gonna be long. Watch.
You were perfect in the general reading. You did everything, and I'm like, oh my god, hurry up! I'm gonna drop it one more time in the link, and I'm like, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay. We have 3 of Wands here. So with the 3 of Wands, you're waiting. It's like you're still playing this waiting game, trying to see if I think you're waiting on some movement or some action from this person to indicate to make further inferences from. 10 of Swords. What does that mean? This is not good. 10 of Swords. This has been stressful for you. Did they do they did something, didn't they? There was like some kind of major argument or some major screw up that they did that hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that multiples. I was hurt by one main one that led to another who seemed to be replacing this one, and that one had some past hurt. And then now I'm just in the waiting game. I'm like, what? So we'll see.
Right.
I mean,
right.
What?
Yeah. Because I feel like you're hoping that things can be fixed or you can come together with the 3 of Pentacles here and the Star card. But I feel like you're losing hope. You're not in the place of like being optimistic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull some cards to see what the future holds with that particular situation. And I'm also going to pull some cards to see how that person is actually thinking about you. Okay. You know what, guys? I might make this a new series. I actually like doing a live reading. Because I feel like people think because you do the general readings that you're not really as good as you are until they get their own reading.
You're on it. It scared me half to death.
I like the earrings, though. Where are you going?
Nowhere right now.
Hold on 1 second. There's a lot of confusion because in your future it says the moon. The moon card is waiting for things to play out. I feel like you feel stuck, like it's like you have 1 foot ready to move and 1 foot in the door. Hold on 1 second. Let's see what else is coming. Let's see. What is this person's future behavior? What are they going to do? Trying to figure out which deck to use. Let's use this one. Okay. What is this person's future actions towards you? Oh, this person has their eye on you. Page of Swords, right? So they're keeping tabs on you.
Okay.
They're keeping tabs on you. They're watching and assessing the situation. I feel like the 2 of you could be playing this waiting game, trying to see who's going to be making the first move type of thing to move this forward. This person is keeping a lot of their feelings hidden from you.
Yes. That's part of the part.
And I feel like they want you to be like emotionally open while they still hold on.
Absolutely.
But I think they want a relationship with you. I think they want to try. Ace of Pentacles usually represents a new beginning. But I think they want to try. They want things to work and be balanced between you, but they don't necessarily want to be the first one to take a step. And I want to see, let's pull some cards. Why? Why does this person not want to take a step? Okay. Oh, none of these cards are hopping on. This person, woo, trying to keep it close to the vest. This person doesn't want to take a step first because they want to still, it's almost like they're still keeping their options open. And they're afraid of their freedom being gone. But there is some kind of, they're going to communicate interest towards you. They do want this, but they don't want to necessarily be the one to push it forward. So that's what I'm getting for your situation.
It's on point. That's everything I've discussed to the T.
They want to come forward, though.
Really?
They do. It's just that they don't want to. It's the fear of, giving that up.
Okay, so I'm moving. You had mentioned that you're moving. I'm moving from California back to Tennessee, and he's picking me up from the airport. So I'm waiting to see how that goes.
Let's see. Because your person has been hiding their feelings, I'm going to use my personal oracle cards, the love messages. And I'm going to pull some cards to see what they could be feeling about you and their situation. Because that's what I made them for. I made it so you can find out what's going on with you and their situation. Hold on a second. We have, I'm working on myself. So this person is working on themselves, and they do see a future with you. Okay. You did nothing wrong. So whatever that argument or that fight or whatever it is, even if they're acting like they want to put blame on you, they know that it's them. They know it's not you. That's just to deflect.
Yep.
And the I did not cheat card came up. So I don't know if you're worried about their fidelity or that was a question of concern for you, but when that shows up, just to let you know that that's not what they're doing. Okay. All right. So how was your first? I'm always glad when I'm everyone's first reader. Because my first tarot reading never went like this.
Really? This was so on point. I mean, on everything. He is working on himself as well as I am as well. He's opening up a second business, and he actually stated previously that he did not want to start a relationship until that second business was open. So when you said, I'm working on myself, and yes, he is a prominent figure in this particular city. And so there are a lot of people who are interested. So when you said freedom, he has had a lot. I was like, But we were supposed to marry last year, and then something went sour. And so I know he's still interested, or he wouldn't be trying to pick me up from the airport. So it's been on point all the way.
Yay! Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber, and thank you for being a brave soul to get read live. And I wish you all the best with your love situation. And I'm glad that the reading was more positive. I think you guys are going to get right back on track. It shows that he's just a little scared for whatever reasons, maybe some of the reasons you said, but the love is there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's good, everybody.
Bye. All right. So I'm going to pick like 3 juicy questions, and then this will be end of the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for joining me live in the giveaway. Comment down below in the chat or in the comment section if you're watching the replay. If you think it will be a good idea for me to do a series where I take your questions live, let me know. Let's see what other questions. Do you read novels? Not as much as I would like to, but I have read them. Someone asked me, what is my dream? Oh my God. My dream is to do this, to be a tarot reader, to give you guys these great messages, and to be able to do it full time. And I also have aspirations to also at some point develop, and it's probably further down the line, but to develop another channel where I share spiritual advice and tips and stuff like that. But I really want to do this full time. I really want to be in this space full time with you guys. So I get to live my dream right now by doing this, but I want to be 100% able to do it. Also, I've been getting into art a lot, and I'm just seeing where that takes me. I don't know if I'm going to, I probably will at some point make some commission pieces. What do you do to relax? That has been a lot during quarantine. To relax, I like to sit down and just be with my thoughts and drink some tea. I garden now. I do art now. I play guitar now. I mean, I'm learning guitar. I do a lot of things to relax. Maybe go to the beach, but really just spend time with my thoughts. What type of personalities you like to socialize? People who are happy with themselves and their lives. And who are sociable and not difficult. Why are you so dope? Because, that's how I came through the earth. How are you able to balance your emotions out? When I'm very emotional, but I've learned that instead of trying to control my emotions, I allow them to pass through me and observe them, and to get behind the source of where they're coming from or why I'm feeling that way. And I usually spend a lot of time alone. I feel like a lot of people who have a hard time controlling their emotions have a hard time because they're not used to dealing with them or being alone with them or try to find a distraction from them. To balance your emotions, you actually have to face them first. Face your emotions first, and then observe them and try to pinpoint, where is this coming from? Why do I not like this? Why does this make me sad? Why does this make me angry? Why does this make me happy? And I feel like once you constantly do that, every time you're feeling your different emotions, you get into the habit of observing them and not making them overwhelm you. You're not freaking out because you're not, it's not foreign to you, and you actually learn more about yourself by observing them. Someone asked me what's my age. My birthday just passed March 21st. I'm officially 30. So I am 30 years old, honey. When did you know you wanted to do tarot, and what drew you to it? I knew I wanted to do, it was a natural progression, and I discussed this earlier in the live. But it was just natural. I don't know. It's like a feeling. I was just drawn to the cards. I went to one of those metaphysical shops. I saw an orca deck, and I started playing with them. And over time, it just grew, like a passion inside me for it grew. When was a moment you realized this was what you loved doing? The moment I realized that was when I started giving other people readings on their personal situation, kind of like what just happened earlier, and their face light up, or they're so grateful, or they're so happy to, whether the reading was, oh, your life is going to be rainbows after this, or, leave this person, or whatever the case may be, the sense of relief that they had after I gave them a reading and feeling confident with whatever the choices that they had and the decision that they had to make. I feel like readings just help to give you clarity. It's not like I'm telling you what to do. In most of my personal readings, I do give you what your options are, and I'll give you a suggested approach. Do all of my clients take the suggested approach? No. Do most of them who don't end up coming back to read the same situation because they didn't listen to me? Yes, but it's not about telling you what to do, because there's free will in everything. But I feel like tarot is just a tool, just a guide to help you to get more information on your choices, your life choices, right? What makes you a good tarot reader? Well, if you watch a few minutes ahead before in the reading, you'll see what makes me a good tarot reader. But I think being compassionate, being empathetic, being accurate, okay, makes me a good tarot reader. Does other people's energy affect your mood and energy when you're reading? It used to, because I used to be very take on a lot of energy from other people. So if they were depressed about their situation, by the end of the reading, I will start to feel depressed. But I've learned that that is usually because your clear sentient channels have been turning out and you're picking up on the energy of this other person. So what I do now is to make sure that my channels are turned in and set the intention to keep my channels turned in and to not pick up on the other person's energy, because that can be draining. And someone asked me, are you an empath? I'm very clear sentient. I can pick up the energies of others, but I try not to, because you can be very overwhelmed. Someone from the Slay Network, how did you learn to make your own tarot cards? What I did is to make your own tarot cards, and I'll do some courses. Y'all drop in the comment section if you guys are ready for some tarot courses. You don't have to try to be a professional reader. If you want to learn to read yourself, or learn tarot as your own personal self-intuitive guide for self-care, or if you want to read other people, let me know. Comment in the section, because I could have made a course years ago, right? But I just feel like, I don't know, you guys as an audience wasn't ready for that yet. Or I can do a tarot business course for those who are interested in getting into tarot as a business. I learned to make my cards. I looked up different print companies that print decks. And then I took they always have layouts or measurements of the size of the cards and stuff like that. And then I use a system, a graphic illustrative system. You can use Adobe, you can use Canva, you can use a million one of those. Put in the dimensions of the cards, and then you just put images, use your own creativity, and you make your cards that way. It's very simple, actually. And what else is left? How has tarot reading changed my life? So many ways. Not only to help me in my own personal life and journey as I make decisions, because I'm a real human being facing the same kind of situations in life, money, career, love, just like some of y'all. Sometimes I'm reading, I'm like, oh, this is like my love life right now. Right? But also to give me this platform to reach 10K subscribers, to see the growth, and to do something that I love that has been so rewarding. It's changed my life in so many ways. And I think it will, in every aspect, not only mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, tarot has been a great, it's been very good for my life. I'm grateful for it. But all right, guys, thank you for joining me in my giveaway live. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber. I'm glad to grow. You guys are my tarot loves. I'm glad I'm growing my channel. I'm glad you're here with me. And let's shoot for 20K, okay? Or 25K. I should probably say 25K. All right. For those of you watched the live or the replay, you saw how good I am as a reader. Check the link in the description box below for information on if you want a video recorded reading, or watch the channel and get my extended readings, or any other things that I have on my website. For those of you interested in tarot, I do have a quick guide to tarot on there. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to 10K, and I love you guys.